Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, this is Pavel from 0.0. सऊदी अरब में आया ऐसा आदमी नहीं है जो क्या अल्बेक नहीं खाया। अल्बेक सऊदी अरब में नंबर 1 रेस्टोरेंट है और अभी तक वो नंबर 1 रैंकिंग में है। तो चलिए आज बात करते हैं। इस वीडियो में आप लोगों को बताएगा अल्बेक का हिस्ट्री है। तो चलो देखते हैं इसका हिस्ट्री क्या है। In September 1974, Shukur Abu Ghazala is one of the founders of Albek. Also, his father at first started this business, but unfortunately, 2 years later, in 1976, his father died away. Saudi Arabia's first pressure fried chicken restaurant. Albek was registered as a trademark in Saudi Arabia 1986. The first Albek restaurant was opened in Makkah 1990. Then Amina was opened 1998, Modena was opened 2001 and Express in 2002, Diafa Mall in Makkah. Then Yambo City 2013 and that first express restaurant at Sasko's petrol pump. Now it is 100 up restaurant in whole Saudi Arabia. It also open now Bahrain, Malaysia have a planning project coming soon, inshallah. Let's go with Albek CEO.
Our father started the business. At that time, he saw that there was a need to start a chain of restaurants that serves high quality food quickly in a very clean restaurant atmosphere at the best prices for customers. And unfortunately, 2 years into his venture, he passed away. And it was my brother and myself duty before anything to continue his legacy and begin systemizing and managing the Albek business in order for it to grow until where we are today.
Now, what is your product proposition for Albek, especially in Saudi Arabia?
Well, usually we started at the beginning with mainly what we call Albek chicken, which is pressure fried and served to customers in such a way where outside it is very crispy and inside it is moist and tender. Right. This is how we started. We made sure from the beginning that the oils we use are 100% vegetable oils. We made sure that every menu item that we serve is not minced, is not played with. It's everything that a mother would trust to serve for her children. Today we have shrimps on the menu, we have fish on the menu, and spicy food, chicken and fish, sandwiches, burgers, but everything is either whole or filet, pure filet.
I see, okay.
Thank you for having me here. It's a true honor. I'm truly humbled to be standing here between you and sharing our story with everyone. The Albek story started 70 years ago when our founding father, he was 18 at that time, lost his home because of war. And although he lost everything he owned, he did not lose his spirit. He ended up leaving, going to Saudi Arabia, and it became his home. Throughout the next 15 years, he worked diligently, gave it everything he's got in order to build his own little fortune. In 65, he had his second loss. When he woke up one day and he read in the newspaper that the bank that he had all his fortune in went bankrupt. So here we go, he's back to zero. He had to start all over again. As a true entrepreneur, that did not bring him down. He had that fighting spirit still in him. And he kept trying and trying to find the right project to start his life again. Nothing worked until in 1974, he started a restaurant business, the Al-Baik business. Unfortunately, customers at that time didn't know what fried chicken was. And no matter what he tried to do, it was frustrating. I remember he used to come home at night smelling like fried oil. It was not from IFCO, by the way. And he would be very frustrated. He knew he had the right product. He knew that with all the hard work of cleaning and cooking and serving customers, something had to work, but it didn't at that time. 2 years after he started this project, his last challenge in life came about. He discovered he had cancer, and he passed away in 76. 2 days before he passed away, my brother Hassan and myself, we were in the hospital with him when he got a very interesting phone call. Somebody called him and said, "Shakur, you have lines outside your restaurant. Finally, your project is working." I remember the glitter in his eyes until today, because he knew he was leaving us at least with something that he felt secure about. The Al-Baik story is about a lady of steel, the Al-Baik lady, as we like to call her, our mother, who spent all her married life standing by her husband. Every time he fell, every time he felt down, she was there to hold him up. She was there to give him all the ideas, all the support. As a matter of fact, the Al-Baik idea came from her. She is a true believer of excellence, of attention to detail, and never be satisfied with results. At 77, she still reads every tweet that every customer writes about Al-Baik. And may God be with me if somebody writes something bad. Rami, what in the world are you doing? This is not what I brought you up doing. God bless her.